Yo, we take a drive up the road to Rio Claro by the smoke shed. Kenson sent us, so we come in to check out what the smoke shed saying about barbecue. Taking barbecue to our next level. So let me see. We go and eat our food. We're here with the man himself, Matthew, and this is the man responsible for everything that you're seeing and everything that you will see for the rest of this. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, I wish you welcome. Exactly. Welcome to the Smoke Shed Authentic Barbecue. Nice. What you see here is basically all built from scratch, from the ground up. Myself and helpers around, what I should say, guys who work in my workshop. My wife, my family, and close friends. Yeah.
Nice. Well, tell us a little bit about your history in smoking. Like, how long is smoking meats now?
Well, in terms of barbecue, I should say, I've been passionate about barbecue for like about the past 13 years. Right. I was really introduced, I should say, to it by a good friend of mine. It started off, we went to the beach on a little line, and we had one of those what we call barbecue pits made out of one of those extinguishers, big, heavy pieces. And when we went there, what we do as barbecue locally, we do pre-cook the meat in steam and that kind of thing, and parboil and whatever. And we went there and, while watching that friend of mine put the meat on the grill, start the charcoal, blazing hot, throw the meat on, and it just started tripping off some bells in my head. Why are we throwing pre-cooked meat on fire? We're supposed to be cooking the meat. So there's where I started to ask a lot of questions. Why are we doing this? You don't think we should try it like this? And so I went along with that method for some time. And knowing the background that I have in machine shop for quite some years, which is like about 22, 23 years. The shops that I work in, I started to do little designs, build little grills, very small ones, try my thing. But it just wasn't in me to do pre-cooking and then put on the grill. I wanted to do it from the start to finish, from the raw to the grill to serve. And that is what really ignited the passion right there. I started to build my little thing, get guys to build it when I didn't have access to materials and so on in some of those workshops that I worked in. And from there, I did a bit of research, getting access, online access eventually over the years, and doing some homework, doing the research, seeing how people do it in the US, seeing, what we do locally, which is what we are accustomed to, and what it is they really call traditional barbecue. And my thing is, my methods would be a little bit different. So over, let's say, the past 13 years or so, moved us away from the pre-cooking and that kind of thing, and jumped into the open, what I call open grill, which is the grill spending more time open, which we call regular barbecue. And aside from that, doing the smoking of the meats and that kind of thing. So there's where I started to design own smokers, build them, that kind of thing, which is what you'll see some of them to the back. This one to the back of me here, which is one of the open grills. And my methods would seem a little bit different from others because of the type of food that I do and the methods that I use. What is on the menu in terms of the meats and the sides and so on. I had spent a lot of time, a ton of work, bringing up, coming up with the sauces and the rubs and the marinades and all of that, just to get to my likeness, knowing what or having an idea of what results you should get, looking at different, guys do this stuff, what you should get in terms of the flavors that you combine with the rubs and the sauces and that kind of thing. Balancing those flavors, and above all, meeting what the locals like, because I think this is something that people in food, especially for people who get into smoking, should really pay attention to. In my opinion, when it comes to balancing smoke flavors with the likeness of the customer, we are locals and we like flavorful food. We like pilau and curries and that kind of thing, kalaloo and that kind of stuff. And what I think we know mostly in smoke is like smoke herring, that's what we're doing. So anything that steps out of that in terms of what flavors could really be balanced enough for people to like smoke, it is a very tricky one. So I spent a lot of time doing like for instance chicken, which was the most challenging in all these meats.
Right.
I spent a lot of time working on chicken because getting the right balance of smoke in chicken and getting the right amount of flavor coming out from it, enough to encourage the customer to like it and to come back for more. It was a tall order. So when you look at the menu and you see the smoked ribs, you know, what I wanted to get out of that is a nice balance of the pork flavor, of course, the rubs. You don't want that to be overpowering, overwhelming in any way, and that nice level of smoke that goes with it. The challenges were all there. The right firewood to get the wood done. Of course, I don't want to be importing firewood, you know, so you're looking at local firewood and the availability of that. So, which leads back to designing the smoker the way that I would want it to be fuel efficient, and having an availability of firewood, you know, enough to be able to do your cooking, because you're looking at the commercial level of this here. So doing it every day, keeping your flavors optimum, and having people like it all the time. So when I finally got some of these things right, which is like the chicken, for instance, you would realize if you come up to the counter and you ask for chicken, they will tell you that we have 5 styles of chicken. The 5 styles are what people call an original. It's really a home style. Spicy, which of course would be a little kick. A mustard smoke, a honey mustard smoke, which is a nice blend of nice sweet and nice honey flavor. One of my favorites, big time. And a garlic smoke, which is our all-time favorite among a lot of people. Nice, rich garlic flavor going with that. And of course, the open grill barbecue, what people call the regular barbecue. In my book, it is not very regular because there's a combination of flavors that goes with that. And I think there's where, again, in my opinion, getting barbecue right is what will give it the real love people have for barbecue.
This here is what I call an open grill. This has commercial type capacity. What you would find here, it will be a bit different. You know, you have your dampers to get your air intake for you. This is a strictly charcoal grill. So you would see some of them that are like the one in front, which is what I call like a hybrid. That one works on charcoal and gas. It's like a dual fuel. You have 2 types of grilling, which is direct grilling. And the direct really is like, for instance, steak. You would have your direct heat, your charcoal or your burners, and you would throw your meat directly over that. The indirect is heat coming up like an oven. Heat coming up and your meat is away from the direct heat, but the heat temperature is enough to cook the food. So this here, on most of my grills, especially open grills, you would find that design being one of the dominant factors where you could do a lot of open grilling, indirect grilling, because of the fact that I don't pre-cook meats really. What I do is, you know, char and so on, and put them offset and let the temperature do the rest. So you get flavor. So you get the flavor coming straight through, and you get your meat flavor and everything there. So this here open grill, this is a charcoal guy, as I said. I may do some upgrades to it, but this is a true animal you're looking at right here. When this fires up charcoal, trust me, there's some really enjoy working this. This guy is what I call Frankenstein. Yeah. This guy changed design probably like about 4 or 5 times. This is one of my first smokers. I started off with this as what you would see commonly is the offset smoker. You'll have the firebox to the side here. When people say smoker, you look for a firebox offset. The smokestack probably here or there. So I'd done that, the very first one. That was some years ago. And for efficiency's sake, you know, well, trial and error, I should say, doing it for the first time. When I built this here, temperatures wasn't going up to how you wanted. You have food taking longer than usual. You have over smoking taking place. All other factors start to fall in there where you realize, hey, it's not just what you see, it's more than what you're actually seeing on the TV or on the show or whatever. A lot of input goes into design and all of that. So I changed the design to what I'd call a competition smoker. And that type what I would call a combustion smoker is the firebox was under the cooking chamber. This is the cooking chamber here. The firebox to the back there, or the firebox would be at the side. So you'll have heat coming up there. I had some heat management plates designed inside there, so that would circulate the heat inside there. But that is one you had a babysit. It cook really fast, but you had a babysitting because the moment oxygen into fire goes up too quickly, boom, your meat is going to char, char out your meat, you want to dry it out or whatever. You're talking about slow and slow. So I knocked off that design, and I did some other changes and whatever. And then I sort of combined the two, where you have the firebox offset, but you have it almost like below as well. So what you're seeing here is a similar offset design, but this here is, the entire back is a firebox on this here. And it's going to sort of like optimize the heat inside there. It's going to give you a nice balance. Most of the time you're going to get sort of a consistent heat going across the cooking chamber inside there. So that there is very, very efficient in terms of fuel, and that is one of the things I had to really take into account, because not every day you would walk out there and get firewood. You had to cut down a tree, and I love my nature too. So I don't want to do too much damage one time. So fuel efficiency was another part of the agenda which I wanted to really get right. Barbecue is to get your hands involved, so put them on the tray, on the paper.
Eat our food in the smoke shed, and let me tell you, it was good. It was really good. Authentic barbecue from people that are really passionate about what they're doing, from people that really understand what they're doing, and they're making a good product. I say come and check it out. Don't just take our word for it. Come and eat our food.